Hey y'all, let's get to cooking. This is what we're doing today. Hey y'all, welcome back to Mima's house. And today I'm in the kitchen. I'm making a birthday cake for my sister Maxine. It is her birthday and I want to make her a carrot cake. So join me in my kitchen and let's get this cake done. Here are the ingredients that we'll be using for our carrot cake with maple cream cheese frosting. I'm not going to specifically list all the ingredients here. I will put that down in the description box. But know that we are using pecans, brown sugar, granulated sugar, vegetable oil, and for that vegetable oil, you can substitute canola oil or coconut oil. Also, for your applesauce, you'll want unsweetened applesauce, and you will use all-purpose flour. You can also use cake flour. But let's go ahead and get to cooking. To start off my cake, I'm going to preheat my oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit so that I can roast my pecans. Now I'm going to use 2 cups of chopped pecans. 1 cup is for the cake and 1 cup is for garnish. And I'm going to roast these for 10 to 15 minutes. Now I have 4 big carrots here. I need 2 cups of carrots for this cake, grated carrots. We'll see how many of these carrots I have to use, but let's get to grating. And like I've told you before, since these are organic carrots, I don't do all the peeling of the carrots because I like to get all the nutrients that I can get. So I washed my carrots, brushed them and scoured them pretty good so that I could get any grit off of the carrots. Because you know, carrots grow underground and I don't want the dirt in my cake. But I certainly want the nutrients that they provide. So I scraped off everything I could scrape off of this carrot or these carrots, and I'm grating them. Now, generally, I will use my food processor, but I only need 2 cups of carrots. So, since this is a labor of love for my sister, I don't mind grating these carrots. Now let me measure these to see if I have 2 cups that I can use in this cake. There's 1 cup. All right, we'll set that to the side. And let's try this last little bit. And that's 2 cups. Wonderful. 2 cups. Now let's set these carrots aside and we'll get our sugar out. The brown sugar and the white sugar. To that, we'll add our cup of oil. I'm using just plain old vegetable oil. And with my hand mixer, I'm just going to blend the sugars and the oil until they are mixed well. While I'm mixing the sugar and oil, I smell my nuts in the oven, so I'm going to get those out. They're all toasted. Okay, back to the sugar. I have cracked my 4 eggs into a separate container, and unlike a pound cake, I don't have to put these eggs in one at a time. I'm also going to add my applesauce and my vanilla. And once this is added, I will go ahead and mix all of these wet ingredients together and set them aside. And now I just want to run my spatula around to the bottom of the bowl to make sure that all of the ingredients have been mixed. Now let's get the dry ingredients pulled together. In this bowl, I have my flour. And to my 2½ cups of flour, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, and then all of my spices: ground cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. Now, if you have an aversion to any of these spices, do not add them to your cake. If you like all these spices and you have them on hand, use all of them. This is your carrot cake, so you can add whatever spices you prefer. Now, once I have all my dry ingredients together, I'm going to gently whisk these so that I can mix them well and break up any clumps that may be there. Now it's time to bring our cake together. To my wet ingredients, I'm going to stir them so that I can make sure that those ingredients are back together again. And then I'll add my dry ingredients and my carrots and my nuts. While I'm doing the final mix of my cake, I just want to take this time to thank you for watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, making your fun comments, and just engaging. I have a really good community growing here, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for spending the time to hang out with me at Mima's house. I enjoy cooking and chatting with you all on each of my videos, and I thank you for watching and enjoying those videos. So, now that I got my cake all mixed, let's finish it up. I'm going to stir my nuts in gently by hand. Now our carrot cake is all together. Let's go ahead and get 3 9-inch pans ready. I'm going to spray them with Pam off camera and get them right here so that we can put our batter in. Now I smooth the batters from the center to the sides because we know we want a good flat cake. And then I tap it down to get any air bubbles out. And I will do this for all 3 layers. Now that one didn't look like it had enough in that pan, so I added a little bit more. We'll see how that works out in the end. Now let's get the last layer poured. Now, if you want to guarantee that your layers are all the same size, the same amount of batter, you can use a scale, a kitchen scale, and weigh your bowl of batter, divide that amount by 3, and pour that amount in each of your pans. Now, I have increased my temperature of my oven up to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake the cakes for 20 to 25 minutes. Now this cake only took 20 minutes to bake. I had my temperature at 325 because my pans are dark. If you have light colored pans, please feel free to increase your temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And you'll bake them for about the same amount of time. It just varies with the ovens and with the types of pan you use. So our cakes are all done, and we'll let them cool in the pans for a few minutes, and then we'll flip them out onto cooling racks. We'll let these cool completely. In the meanwhile, we'll put together our cream cheese frosting. And I'm making this a maple flavored cream cheese frosting. Let's go ahead and mix our cream cheese, butter, and maple extract together well till it gets kind of fluffy but well blended. Now I'm going to add my powdered sugar a little at a time until I have added this whole bag of powdered sugar for that amount of shortening or fat. So for the amount of cream cheese and butter I have, a bag of powdered sugar is what I'll need. I'm trying not to make a mess, but I'm not having much luck with that. But at this point, I just need to get my cake done. Now I'm adding a little bit of heavy whipping cream to thin my icing out just a little bit because Maxine likes a little chantilly type icing. So I'm using the heavy whipping cream, but you most certainly can use evaporated milk or plain milk to thin your icing out to the consistency that you like. Now y'all see I made a big mistake today by not putting my apron on. I was kind of in a rush, so I didn't put my apron on, and I have cake batter and everything all over me. Now, let's go ahead and put our frosting in a piping bag that I have fitted with a rosette tip for later on. But I need to make sure that I have enough to do my rosettes around the top and around the bottom, my edge around the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my icing in my bag now. I'm going to set this aside because I'm not using this right now. I won't use this until after we finish the cake. Now I'm going to put a little bit of icing on my cake board so that it will hold my cake layer in place, that bottom layer in place. Now I'm going to start icing my cake, and I always put plenty of icing on the center of the cake layer, and then I work my way from the center out. Now that layer is done, I'll put on my next two layers and do them the same way, and then ice the sides. So that's my carrot cake with the maple cream cheese frosting. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Here's a couple of videos that you can watch that may help you with your Thanksgiving menu prep. Also, this carrot cake will be a great addition to your Thanksgiving menu as well. Y'all be blessed. Bye.